Hello, my name is Steve Kennedy, and I hope you enjoy my set.
Okay, cool. So tell me a little bit about your first musical experience where, it
Yeah,
really
yeah.
hit home.
Well, and it really hit, I will never forget, and I'm still happy about it. My parents were into house, and they went partying, and they bought a CD from Rogue and Eric E. It's a Dutch house duo from back in the day. Housequake, their duo. And it's a day when I was playing with my tiny train in my room, and on the radio was always the CD playing. And then house got into my head, and it never let go. And I was like, how do you DJ this, and how do you make this? And then that's how it started for me. Oh, I always started with house, because house is my groove, house is my soul. And it eventually developed to the combination of the groove of house and the space and energy of techno. I tried to create my own sound with making the own tracks. And I tried to combine the best of the both to create something that you're unable to not dance on the dance floor. That you go completely bonkers, so that's the idea.
Where do you draw some of your inspiration from?
From my friends, from the parties, and from all the other music on the world. But I try mainly to make music that just feels right for me. So when I create something and it makes my head go like this, and I want to party, then that's the thing I want to make,
I really want to know what goes on inside your head.
Yeah, yeah.
What happens when you hear music? Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
What is it? Do you see things?
Yeah,
Is it a visual? Can you tell me a little bit about your sense?
Yeah. It's all about the feeling and a sense, and I just try to, with everything in life, try to check like what feels right from the inside. And I create music. I'm just busy with feeling what works for me, and when it works for me, and it often then, and I play it on the dance floor, people go quite crazy. So it kind of works, just making what you love, and then that's the thing that works for me. Creating something that lifts you to a higher state of being, for me, is that music. So I try to just feel as well as I can what touches my soul, and then create that thing that makes me go nuts,
Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What do you have in your pockets?
I have in my pockets, of course, the most important thing in the whole world, a USB. And that's it, actually. Yeah, I never have a phone when I play. And man, I know DJs that just before the party, I had to warm up the night for DJ Jose. It's an old school Dutch DJ back in the day. And it was his evening. He was celebrating his birthday. And then I was playing in front of him. And then he was like, shit! And he lived like 2 hours away. And he was like, I forgot my USB. So he was like, can you play a few hours longer? And I kept playing. And he came back like, oh shit. And he's been doing that for 20 years, So I always bring two, just to be sure. Yeah. My preparation was working till 4 last night to finish a track. I finished my set with a new track, and that's how I prepped the set. And further, I just play what feels right, and what I think the people for Ultraviolet need, and what I think I need to have a good party. So that's my preparation.
Awesome.
A statement about Ultraviolet is that it's a really good thing to start with an online platform in these times, and then create with a following and people that love the music through socials, that will eventually come down to one festival that everybody can enjoy it all together.
So tell me a little bit about your collectives. If the different parts of collectives. Obviously now we're representative of Pick Records, but you can talk about other collectives, Pick Records.
Yeah.
Just where you find yourself.
Yeah, where I find myself is in the scene, the melodic, deep, groovy techno scene. I'm about to start my own label, and that's going to be one of my collectives. It's called Lighthouse Records. And further, I released a track on my friend Stefano's label, Click. Happy with that. Woo! Join the family. And further, the collective is just good music, and getting to know more DJs with the same mindset and work together. Latest release was on this guy's label, Click, find him. And the release was inspired by 2 guys who stole my motorbike in front of my house. And I got it on video, and then the release is called Find Him. So find the guys, and also on the flyer of the release is a picture of the guys who stole my scooter with a bar for their head, because I kind of respect them, but they became the album cover for the new release on Stefano's label.
What can we expect from your new release?
That when you listen to it, you're like, hey, I want to find something, and then when you want to find something in the track, it will give you what you need. It's the beats and dancing.
2020 highlights. Try to find some positive highlights
Yeah.
in 2020.
Okay. From last year.
last year.
Enough. I think the biggest highlight was organizing a rave, because Corona was busy for 3-4 months, and it was still summer, so everybody wanted to dance. And then me, my good friend of mine, also DJ Romano, and some other friends, organized a rave on a Saturday, beautiful day, far away from Amsterdam, but still Amsterdam. And we made a group chat, and eventually there were like 500 people. It was completely crazy. We rented the medium sound system, but they were out of the sound system. So for the same price, they give the big sound system, and the rave, everybody went completely bonkers. And yeah, and it came in the newspaper as well. So you see, I found it at my home, laying on the floor, and now I put it in like a photo list, you know. So you see the newspaper with the party. What's next for me? Making as much music as I can, setting up the label, doing some illegal parties. Don't tell. Maybe not. And further, making music, releasing music, and just building.
Okay, and fun fact about you.
I don't fit through doors. That's it. Favorite producers, I think, like the old since '82, Joris Voor and Carl Cox, Renier Zonneveld. But it's all what I try to make myself is a combination of those. So I don't have a favorite one, but they all have a certain energy, and try to combine it all into a new sound. The biggest pain point.
Challenges.
Yeah, I think it's all a challenge because it's your own company and it's all the music. But the biggest challenge, I don't know, getting in reach with the big labels. That can be a big challenge. But there's always a way to find a way. So it's all a challenge, but also not a challenge.
What would you like to see different about the industry?
That the people come as well for the music and not for the drugs. Like drugs can be a nice extra, but you see some really famous people are also famous because it's all about the drugs, you know. And you can take some if you want, but not take it and then go, but go and then maybe take it. You know, it's a little difference. Well, actually, I'm just reading a book about how house and techno came to Holland from Detroit and Chicago, and how it developed. So, as in Holland is quite a big trademark in the world with the DJs. For my career, I want to be one of the big boys as well, so we'll work hard for it. And now, how I see it will go. Corona is still a pain in the ass, probably for a couple of years. You don't know, but it's going to be great. And when the parties are going to happen again, it's going to be even better, I think. My vision is that people come closer to each other and not afraid of the distance they have to keep now. And then forget all the bullshit like status or whatever. I want everybody to be one under the same roof, you know, in the same party. So that people come even more together. Like, hey, we all had Corona in every country. Every kind of people had their bullshit.